Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Tamim and I have with me another topper, Naveen. Naveen, please introduce yourself, tell about your rank and which college you did your UG from.
Hi, my name is Naveen Baby. I got rank 21 in INA CET, All India rank. I did my UG from Bangalore Medical College and I passed out. My internship completed at 2020.
Okay, so this year you completed your internship
Yes, sir.
in the month of March.
Yes.
Right. So you must have been eligible for the NEET during internship last time.
Yes, sir.
And how was your rank then?
I attended the NEET and my rank was around 11,000.
Right, so 11,000 to 21.
Yes,
A
sir.
remarkable progress. Did you give the mains also?
Yes, sir. My aims, my rank was around 650, sir.
Right, so I think 11,650
And then,
finally
yeah,
21. Fantastic. So this journey of yours of preparing for PG entrance, when did you really think you should start preparing for PG entrance and how did you start?
I actually thought about preparing only after completing my internship, sir. So during my internship, I never thought about preparation. That's why my rank during my first NEET was around 11,000. Then I joined the DBMCI regular batch. Then while attending, I think the first AIMS exam came when we had actually completed only around 5 or 6 subjects. And so I had read only those 5 and 6 subjects and I went to write the AIMS exam and I got around 600. So that gave me a little confidence. Oh, so if I complete that rest 14 subjects, I can get a better rank.
Great.
So then I after completing all the subjects, did revision, did again revision, then
Okay.
and then it helped me, sir.
Great. So this pandemic year has been a difficult phase for everyone.
Yes.
So how did you go about it? You were attending the DBMCI live classes.
Yeah.
How was your typical day and how you are managing the entire week?
Sir, the typical day, the class would start at around 2 and it would go up to around 9. There would be 2 breaks. And I would go after the class finished, I just revise the chapter the same day. And then I would actually read in the night and sleep in the early mornings.
Oh, till late night. Till what time would you study?
I would study to 5, 6, sir. I would after the
early
class.
morning.
Yes, sir. I would so I would read up to that. So I had a small baby in my house. So when he starts to cry, and I would go change his diapers and all, and then again come back and study. So it was that was my routine. After that, after 6, after everyone starts to wake up, so I go back to sleep and then wake up around 11 and then prepare for my next class.
I think you just gave a very impressive point to anybody who's interested in getting married to you, that you are okay about changing diapers. So the kid was your
my sister's
child, right? Great. So Naveen, I think you were touching 10 to 12 hours every day. If you calculate, I think 2 o'clock you used to start the live class. You used to finish till 9. From 9 you would start your revision.
No, sir. I would take a break, sir. After
You would
9
take a break?
for dinner and after
Okay,
that
an hour
I start
break.
by around 10:30, 11, sir.
Right, and then you would revise whatever was done in the class the same day.
Yes, sir.
And do the questions also.
Yes, sir.
Right. So how are you doing the questions? How useful were the DBMCI subject-wise tests and the grant tests?
So the subject-wise test really gives you, if you give confidence, it lets you know like where we stand in the batch and also in the whole of the institute, where we stand. So it also gives us an idea like we can do it. After in between, so some classes I would get some good rank, like I would come to 3 and 4 ranks, and then afterwards I would go back to hundreds and 120s, and I would feel bad about that. Then, but I didn't give up my hope, and I kept studying, and I was able to do it.
I think that's really remarkable. The effort you put, the determination. This is what toppers are made of. This is the kind of stuff that is required. You are able to finish the classes. I think we finished by September.
Yes,
so how do you find the experience in the DBMCI live? Because always looking at a phone for so many hours is definitely cumbersome. But how was your overall experience with it?
So there are both pros and cons to this kind of class. I would say that the live class, because we could directly meet with the teachers and we could share our opinions and discuss, that was really good. But here also this way also it was good, because for me personally, if I had to come to the live class, I would have to travel 1 hour, and that too in Bangalore traffic, it would be really worse. So I really had that travel time taken off, the 2 hours going and coming back, that was taken off my timetable. And then it was also helpful because I don't think I would be able to stand up and ask questions in the entire batch when I was there. But this was like we could just type the questions that we needed in the Telegram group, and
the faculty
would answer it. And they were very devoted that they would answer every doubt, every single question. They wouldn't skip even one. So that way it really helped me, sir.
Great. Any particular faculties you thought were...
Sir, especially I have to start with medicine. Dr. Tamim sir, when sir, I never thought I could sit next to you and in this interview, sir, but you really helped me in my medicine, sir. Then Jaya Arora sir's surgery. I would have to give special mention to Dr. Nasir sir's microbiology class. It really helped, because I believe that in most of the subjects you will have to think in the question papers, but micro, that's one question that are mostly facts. So if you can, that's one question that you can save your time during the exams, and you can go to the next question where you need to think a lot. So keeping your micro strong was a really helpful thing for me, sir.
Right. And I think...
Yes, sir, Ashwani Kumar sirs and Dr. Rajat sirs, every class, every single faculty in DBMC really helped me to reach this rank, and I don't think that I would ever get a rank of 21. Like I don't think of myself as a studious student, but the DBMCI faculty is really very helpful for me to get this rank.
Great. How was your... so you finished your classes as per the class that was getting over, you were able to finish that subject?
Yes, sir.
Right. So one round along with all the live classes you finished. Live means it's a online live class. Right. So you were able to finish those classes. And then how did you manage your image-based questions?
So for image-based questions, we had this vibe session, and I was not able to, due to some personal reasons, I was not able to attend the vibe sessions live. But because we had this e-Gurukul app, it really helps. When I did my second revision, what I did was I attended each subject's vibe classes, and I did my revision together with that, sir. Because in the vibe session, we touched almost every subject and
updates also.
Yes, all the updates and everything. So my second revision was mostly based on that.
Great. So how did you look at these LMRP videos that were there?
Yes, sir. When I did my first revision after completing all the subjects, I went through the LMRP videos, and watching that probably in 1.5x or 2x speed, I did my revision, sir. It helps me to know that it makes me sit there and watch the videos and do my revision. Otherwise, I would like walk away or go do something else. But that helps me to keep me in my place and helps me stay motivated. So the last minute revision videos, I really found it very helpful.
So I think there are some students who find it cumbersome to sit and open a book and read. They would rather watch the video and revise in that. So I think in that sense, the LMRP videos would be highly beneficial.
Very helpful, sir.
Right. So this LMRP is last minute revision program where we had to condense, like my medicine was more than 100 hours in the actual app, but I was able to do it in less than 30 hours in the last minute. So the entire medicine in that 30 hours, I think, would have been
very helpful.
Yeah. So how would you plan your revision, and what advice do you have for students for revision?
So while revising, revision is the key, because I got it from my seniors. I watched most of these videos just like this, and one thing that everyone had in common was they all told me about revision, and it's always about revision. So while revising, I made this one point that I should revise similar points together so that it saves my time. Because when I was revising the immunology part in micro, I just took up the general pathology also, and so it helped me because both had similar immunity chapters, and it will help you to gain. So some points will be there in patho that won't be there in micro. So you can combine those both together at the same time. Similarly, when I was reading my medicine, I also combined my pathology with it. So it really helps me to combine both and study, and it saves me much more time. That really helped me in my revisions.
Great. So I think that's a very useful technique of looking at two subjects at the same simultaneously and finishing them up both together.
Yes, sir.
I think that's really remarkable. I think we've covered everything. You told about how useful. What was your main source of revision? What were your overall sources?
Sir, I used to, I had my DBMCI, my eGurukul app and the live sessions, and then we had grant test, and I also took many online platforms for their tests and test series and question banks. Sir.
Okay, right. So I think this is also a good option that once you finished all the, your primary source, you have done everything, exhausted it, then you can start doing tests from other platforms as well.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So how relevant do you think the class notes were, and should students do anything beyond the class notes?
Sir, I would say the class note should be the base, sir, because I know some people who have been asking me after I got the rank about, and when they told me about their preparation, I just found that many people, they take many online platforms as a source, but they don't make notes, sir. And that I felt is a very bad thing, because notes should form the base of your studies. The notes should form the basic preparation, and then whenever you can solve many questions from different sources, and when you find something new, basically a new concept, you can add it to your notes. So that but your basic note should always be there. You can just add some points here and there. That will really help you in the future if anything comes out of this. But I would say that basic notes, that will give you the basic concepts, and it will help you build. Because this time I would say that CET had different questions, different type of questions, and having the basic understanding of the concept really helped me to choose the correct answers in that, sir.
Okay, out of 200 questions, how many did you attempt?
I attempted 189 questions.
189. 89, right. So I think we've covered most of the. Anything you'd like to tell your juniors? What would you have done differently had you had another chance in this year?
This is I don't know so what I would have done differently, because this rank itself is a very big rank for me. I would say.
Great.
But
so what would you say is one or two things that you did differently compared to your classmates that helped you achieve this rank?
So I would say doing previous year question papers is really very important, because I hadn't done that. But one of my friends shared his books for me, because it had the last 5 years AIMS question papers. And while doing my third revision, I actually solved all these question papers. That was my third revision actually, solving these question papers. And there were repeats. Even in this INICT, there were repeats, many repeats from AIMS. And that really helps you get motivated, and you will know which part of the subject is what they're focusing on mainly from the last 5 years, and that will really help you.
So last 3 to 5 year previous year paper questions particularly are relevant. Right. So I think it's been remarkable listening to your journey and how you prepared. All of us are very proud of your achievement.
Yes, sir.
And best wishes to you, Naveen. I hope you continue to do very well. Any final words of advice to your juniors? A lot of your BMC juniors are eagerly waiting to hear from you.
I would say that there are some subjects which are very volatile, like biochemistry. I don't know how much ever times I would read that, but after 1 week, if I ask me to open the book, I would say that I'm seeing that for the first time. So those kind of subjects, I would really say that you never let go of that subject. Like once you start doing another subject and go for 19 subjects, the first subject that you did, it would have been very 2 weeks or 1 month before. So I don't want you to let go of these volatile subjects. I want you to if you're preparing, one of my thing was that I would look at the book I would give 1 or 2 hours for that book, for at least biochemistry every day. During at least my last 1 week of preparation, because I didn't want to forget biochemistry, and biochemistry really helps you take that extra edge forward, because many people don't give much importance to subjects like biochemistry, and that's where we lose the points, because that's very volatile subject. So I would say that's a very important.
So I think all volatile subjects, keep in touch with them, and then keep revising whenever you get a chance. Every time you used to give a mock exam, would you do any revision before the mock exam, the grand test?
Yes, I would do a revision before the mock test, because I wanted to know whether my preparation, if I don't give my preparation, if I don't do that revision before that, if I simply do that, I'm getting a rank which is not my rank, which is not what I would get if I had written the exam after preparation. So I wanted to know where I stand, and that really helped me, because I was not believing in my preparation, but just before this exam started, there was this INI mock CET that was done by DBMCI, and then when I attempted that, I got ranked 11. So that time I was like, oh, okay, maybe if I am in that race.
Interestingly, that INI mock that DBMCI did, many of the ranks are matching what the students got. So that's a very good mock exam that they have conducted. So I think it's amazing, Naveen. Really a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
Heartiest wishes to you in the future as well. And I hope you're going to do great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.